Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two running backs who are hoping for plenty of running lanes on that field today. It's Murray's Redskins going up against Jay Ajayi's Giants.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the New York Giants. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first look is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
All right, here we go.
To throw on second down, here's Webb. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Let's go. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot.
Throwing on third and long. Webb. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down following the run.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, Murray. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going with a screen for Murray. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A run, it's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants! Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They run again with Ajayi. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a first down throw. Webb. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Webb to throw, and his throw here's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Here's Brad Wing now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. They'll look to throw here. Caught Right side, it's Jeffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's second down. Off the bootleg, Webb. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jonathan Allen in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long?
Here we go now. Detroit.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Throwing on 3rd and long. Webb. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll drop the throw. And Reed with it over the middle. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
That was second down run for Murray. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Carlos Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And spins away. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out come the Giants. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, Webb. And this is caught at the 8. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. They find some open field here. And how about that return as he's all the way inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a give, left side. This is Murray. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Let's go. 3-19.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
Detroit, let's go. Blue, landed. Leopard, set. Green, over. Back that Philly, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A first half update now from Philadelphia. And the Eagles out in front early. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Now they'll run. Murray. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They're going to run it with Murray. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They gave it to Murray, but he had no room to run. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. A play fake. Now Webb. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A good pickup there. 26 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completion. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Jay Ajayi as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have taken the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A handoff. It's Murray. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front, as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Begin the drive with Ajayi. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go now. Good. No. Check. Patriot.
stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now Webb. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Over.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Three yards remaining here on 2nd down. Now it's Ajayi. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Webb. He finds Beckham complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Webb. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Webb now from the gun. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Zach Brown in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go. Detroit! Hurry up, here we go.
To throw on second down, here's Webb. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Webb. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Webb. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Shepard. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. On first down, it's Webb. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Allen in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. In motion goes the tight end. Looking to throw on second down. Webb. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
the speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. The Giants on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, Webb. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Trent Murphy able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Rosas puts this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. It doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. 23 yards on the play. Back to throw again. Going with a screen for Murray. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Here's Webb. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Ajayi. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Well, there's that man again. It's complete. Odell Beckham Jr., 30, 10, 5. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose, and the Redskins scoop it. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Jay's gonna go. Touchdown, Giants. Jay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Checking the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth now in Minneapolis. That one has really opened up. The Vikings have just scored again. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. They'll come out throwing here on first down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Now let's go. Boom, landed. Boom, landed.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They'll get 23 yards there. And it'll be first down, Washington. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Nelson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Around the NFL, fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. And it's the Falcons that have just added to their lead. A win would be their second on the young season. To throw here. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
10 yards still left on second down. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, and I think the Redskins got it. Yes, they did. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.